So our weather impact team told you it was coming, and they were right on the money, down to the inch in some places. Colorado woke up to its biggest May snowstorm in decades. The foothills got hit hard. Places like Evergreen, Boulder, Arvada saw major impacts. The snow brought down branches, in some cases really big branches, and knocked out power. And the mountains may be used to this kind of snow, but still, this was a big one for folks in the high country after such a warm and dry season. Thanks so much for spending part of your snow day with us, if you in fact got a snow day. I'm Phil Lipow.
And I'm Kim Christensen. The snow may be done, but now it's the cold. We really need to think about the cold tonight and into tomorrow morning. Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin is here. And Kathy, the weather impact alert stretches into tomorrow.
It's a good news, bad news, Kim, because some areas right along the foothills and west of I-25 will have a bit of a downsloping wind tonight, which will keep temperatures out of the 20s. So a freeze warning won't be a problem. But Denver and points eastward could go into the upper teens and lower 20s. So we continue with that weather impact alert because we want you to prepare the plants, the pipes, the trees, all of it for that potential freeze tonight. We're seeing those clearing skies from north to south. Beautiful out there after heavy snow along the Front Range, and the mountains, some resorts staying open an extra day or two so you can enjoy it. 5.8 inches officially in the gauge at DIA, marking this as the biggest storm since 2003. We've had anywhere from 6 inches in Denver to 12 in Evergreen to 28 up in the Estes Park area. So definitely not a drought buster, but a drought dent maker maybe. We're seeing snow continue over southern Colorado. All of the winter weather advisories have canceled out for Denver, but we're really concerned about the temperature trend tonight. Freeze warning in effect for Denver and eastern Colorado for those lows to go into the low and mid 20s. So with those clearing skies, we're on our way to a beautiful day tomorrow. Temperatures are going to warm and there may be an isolated shower on the eastern plains. We stay really cool over the next few hours in the mid 30s and lower 40s as the snow comes to an end. Coming up, we're going to talk about that temperature trend for tonight with the freeze warning, talk about more mountain snow, and then talk about that Mother's Day forecast coming up in just a bit.
Thanks, Kathy. The snow really piled up in the foothills, as Kathy was saying. This video taken this morning in Evergreen. Excel said some areas saw more than a foot overnight, knocking out power to 55,000 customers. At last check, they've been cutting that number. They've been cutting them in half. Nearly 26,000 customers still don't have power this afternoon.
Nearly everyone who walked outside today could have a picture like this or video like this on their phone. This one I took at 33rd and Lowell in Denver's Highlands neighborhood just above Sloan's Lake. But we saw branches like this all across the city. This is Nest video from Littleton. It shows how quickly that can happen. Snow piles up, as we told you, for the last 24 hours or so on a tree. So I try to shake it loose if you can safely until the tree just can't take it anymore and the branch snaps. 9 News reporter Rachel Krause is live near Sloan's Lake. Rachel, people there are going to be cleaning up for quite some time.
Yeah, Phil, we've been seeing down branches all around town today. Now, some people heard their trees break. Others were pretty shocked to see the damage, but everyone's been grateful that no one got hurt.
Such a weird situation. Yes, but grateful. Could have been a lot worse.
Noor Jobara and her wife were planning for a cozy snow day after seeing flakes falling Tuesday night.
My friends know that if it's snowing, I'm not going, so I'll stay at home.
The inches accumulated quickly.
We came outside just to kind of see how much snow we were getting, and we noticed that the tree had already broken and was like leaning against the fence. But it was dark and there wasn't anything we could do, so we came out this morning to assess the damage.
Their crabapple that had bloomed in March snapped under a big May snow.
It looked like the tree had snapped from the base, so one of the bigger branches fell over and the weight of the snow just kept piling on it, so it crushed this fence and was leaning on the shed.
Creative tree and stump removal came to help. One of a dozen calls they'd gotten for toppled trees just this morning. Around Arvada and the Denver metro area, heavy snow led to snapped branches and power outages. Excel reported thousands without power Wednesday morning. On Quitman Street near Sloan's Lake, a tree branch dropped on a driveway just 20 minutes after a mom dropped off at daycare. One street over on Raleigh, a tree split, blocking traffic. Around town's tree removal companies are staying busy clearing debris as power companies restore lines while the snow melts.
Yeah, there are definitely dangers involved with really heavy snowfall and a very heavy snow.
For Jobara, spring is keeping her fallen fence standing. Much of their beloved crabapple now gone.
We shed some tears over the tree. We're very sad to lose part of the tree. It's a beautiful, beautiful tree.
Grateful to see this May snow melting away.
Happy May.
Got branches, you gotta clear them up and get the debris out of the way. And every community has different guidelines on what you need to do after the storm. We'll have all of that information for you on this story at 9news.com. Reporting live in Denver, Rachel Krause, 9 News.
Okay, yeah, everybody. And you looked at the trees and you could kind of see it, but it's just the timing, Rachel. You were just hoping not to even be driving under a tree at the wrong time.
Oh, absolutely. We've been seeing those trees shaking off snow throughout the afternoon, seeing little crackles happen. It's been a little bit nervous here around the morning and the afternoon.
Yeah. All right, we wish everyone well. It's cleanup time, as they say in kindergarten. Cleanup time. All right, thanks, Rachel. The Denver Zoo also took a hit with this storm. They delayed opening up until noon, and then they just closed altogether when the staff showed up and saw how many trees and branches were knocked down by the snow. They say they need the day to clean up, so they hope to be back open tomorrow. They should be.
And here's a reminder to give yourself a little extra time to clear that snow off the roof of your car. Person in front of me today didn't do that, and Wheat Ridge Police posted.
So annoying.
It's so annoying, but it can be dangerous too. Wheat Ridge Police posted this photo today saying they dealt with 3 crashes this morning caused in part by snow sliding down the windshield, which it does when your car starts to warm up. In one case, police say a driver sideswiped an officer's car because the snow slid down from the car's roof, blocking the driver's view. The officer wasn't hurt.
While so many people across Colorado woke up to snow piled up outside, people in Estes Park went to bed already saying, yeah, foot or two, I don't know, we got a lot of snow.
It started snowing there first and it lasted. Weather Impact meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen spoke to some folks who are still celebrating that snow today.
It is a beautiful day in Estes Park. They ended up being the bullseye for this epic May snow monster. 20 to 28 inches of snow being measured across this area, and this is a place that's accustomed to seeing big snow, but this may be one of the more important 2-foot snows that we have seen in a long time, because this winter was the driest winter in 45 years here in the Larimer County foothills.
All winter long we haven't had much of this, and so there's been a lot of nervousness and hand-wringing about fire danger as the spring and summer come along, and you're just one lightning strike away from having a wildfire.
So John and the other local shop owners on Elkhorn Avenue had a spring in their step on Wednesday, happily cleaning 2 feet of heavy, wet fire mitigation.
Shovel work you got to do a couple of times, so this is probably the 3rd time through here in the last couple of days.
The snow started pounding Estes Park on Tuesday morning. 36 hours later, the classic Colorado beauty brought peace to fire-fearing locals and floored travelers that picked the perfect day for a visit.
Although it's scary driving and it's scary even walking in it, I've never been anywhere as beautiful as this, never.
The Vito family says they hit the lotto with this trip timing, even if they weren't prepared to see winter in May.
We ventured out in trainers. It is what it is.
Trainers?
Trainers that are going to be ruined.
They'll have a story of soggy sneakers in the bullseye of a May Colorado snowstorm to tell their mom when they return to England.
Brenda Coward, we'll see you in 3 weeks.
In Estes Park, meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen for the 9 News Weather Impact Team.
All right, Corey, thank you. We saw more than 400 delays at DIA today and only a few dozen canceled flights, nothing outsized due to the storm. However, the airport says the train, and this can be a big deal when you're trying to get to a gate, the train from the terminal to the concourses is delayed. So if you have a flight, you might want to give yourself a little extra time there too.
Yeah, there's some kind of mechanical going on. So all the way around, just
breathe.
Stick with 9 News to keep you up to date on the forecast, the temps, all that with this weather impact alert. You just scan that QR code and you can stream us anywhere you go.